Sorry about that, y'all. I had my TV on. Not trying to have it on. It was on, it's on, it's on. Okay. Okay. Let me see something here for a minute. One day is. Okay, so let me do it like this. Let me do it like that. Okay. I'm trying to share, y'all. Bear with me. And yeah, I got my hair all out. I like my hair to be out sometimes because I don't do too much to my hair. So it's not flying all over the place, okay? I'm just going to sit here for a few minutes and then I will proceed. But first off, like, share, subscribe, and set your post notifications. If you like to hear or see anything in particular, comment down below. You can also ask for a Q&A, and we're going to keep it cute and positive over here. Okay? Thank you. So, let me do this. Okay, let me see something here. You know, when you go live, it's just sometimes a random thing. Okay, it's random. Y'all don't mind my face expressions. I'm a very dramatic person as far as being serious, okay? You can like, share, subscribe. You can like, share. Life. Because I care. Okay, so hello everyone. Let me do my intro and then I will proceed with the live. Ohana. And for those of you that are new coming in, Ohana means family in Hawaii. So that's why I sing or try to sing. The intro is we are family. And I got all my sisters and brothers and me. We are family. Woo. Get up, everybody, and dance. We are family. You know why? Because I said so. That's my dimple. I love to show it, so that's why I do that. Okay, if you hear any blinds moving, I got my sliding door open. Bam. That's why, because it's hot today. Yes, it is. Well, to me, it is. But anywho, let me get this party started. Okay, what I want to talk about today is something I'm going through. Kind of like a little story, if you ask. That's why I said let's talk about it. Uh, I'm pretty sure a lot of people do know somewhat about me, but you don't know everything about me. And I've shared a lot of things. Okay. I'm using some of this on my hands. I got this at the $1.25 tree. No, I didn't. I take that back. No, I did not. No, I didn't. I got this off of Amazon. Amazon. I said that the other day, and I told a fib, there's something else. Amazon. My bad. Amazon. And it's argan enriched coconut oil, and it's for dry and damaged hair and skin. Honey, the skin is dry always because I have Graves' disease. But anyhow, So I have talked about that before. I'm on today because I'm having a mini, and I'm looking this way because that's why I turned around. My sliding door is open, and I have some items on the table. The items that I have on the table is candles that I personally make myself, scented. I have a lot of different fragrance. I have a lot of different dyes, colors, etc. I have some sunglasses slash shades, however you choose to say it. I did a video before I came on. You can check it out if you like. I sell uh, body oils and also I took it outside lip balm and jewelry. And so why am I saying all this? I'm saying it because one would probably sometimes say, I don't have to explain nobody about my life, but I decided to say this because I want to. And it's nothing detrimental or anything. I'm watching because it's so windy. And I don't want that box to blow. And if I do, I just have to get up, tell y'all to hold a minute to go get it. So anyhow, it's real windy. I'm selling these things because one, I have a lot. Two, I have a lot of jewelry. Three, I no longer want to continue to purchase jewelry because I need to sell jewelry. I'm not rich by far. I'm able to take care of myself and me only per se, but for the last year and a half, maybe two, it's been kind of rough for me. You know what? That's why I said people don't know nobody's story, and people don't need to be like making any negative comments about people because if you don't know them, and no, I'm not begging, okay? That ain't the segment. I never will beg. So that's why I do things, okay? Like I just said before. I have so much jewelry. I just show my office. I done been back there in my office when I like show food that I purchase or things that I purchase off of Sheen or Timu, and I'm looking around because I purchased something off of Sheen, and I bought one thing too big, okay, too big. I'm still on my weight loss journey. That's why I said that. And I wanted to buy me something because I typically don't do nothing for myself at all, but buy food. And I just started back getting my nails done. What last month? I need a feel, so I'm gonna do that again. I don't want them to get too bad to where they end up saying I have to put another set on. And if they do, that's okay. But they done went up in their dang prices. I'm like, whoa. So I want to start that. I purchased, like I said, something from Sheen, which was two beautiful dresses. And then I got a headband tied thing. I love my hair in these. I'm a natural woman. And I'm gonna continue to keep my hair twisted up, tied up, or whatever. Because one thing about me, I don't do hair, meaning I know how to wash my hair, condition it, and put a black rinse in if I choose to every once in that sky blue moon. Okay. And so I haven't been doing that. And I haven't done that in probably a year and a half. Okay. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the like. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm telling some things here. Can't be no different than all these other people out here running their business. And that's okay because it is their business, just like it's mine. I decided to share a little bit about myself. Sometimes when people follow you or subscribe to you, yeah, they want to know a little bit about you. And it don't have to be that you telling like I call it a pity party bus type of story. That blanket back there my daughter bought me, and it has a lot of positive words on it. And it's purple, by the way, because I love purple. I have on purple today. Purple. And my shorts I have on is burgundy. Honey, purple in it out. So I'm doing this because I feel a little bit overwhelmed. Why? You know, have you ever heard that everything you go through in life is not about you, but it's about you? Hmm? Did I lose you there? No. It everything you go through in life isn't about you, but it end up becoming about you because of things you do. Hmm? I'm saying this. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm a very quiet, peaceful, down to earth, transparent person. And I said this so much, and I'm pretty sure if you're just starting to follow me, welcome. If you followed me before, welcome for coming back for more. Because, honey, I'm going to tell you, I'm a down to earth, transparent, honest person. I believe I am, and I know I am. But sometimes we don't be that transparent because there's certain things you don't have to tell people about your life. But I also share positive things. And if I'm going through something, I kind of don't want to hide back from that or shy away from that, I guess. So I'm saying, like, I'm feeling kind of like overwhelmed because I just recently, okay, started buying for myself. That's why I said Sheen earlier. I didn't finish it, but I'm getting to it. Even though I'm still trying to lose weight, I still need to buy something because me buying stuff for myself, when I do, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate buying myself stuff, and I do. And I don't care what it is. It could be something, like I said, as simple as my nails get done. It could be something as simple as the other day I did something. Um, okay, I didn't have to. God knows this true. I didn't have to pay for my new glasses. I got the video up. The woman said it while I was in the place. Okay, she said it. You can go listen to it if you want to. So I'm saying this. I told my daughter, still on my water journey, y'all. And I decided to do this because I wanted to. I bought this at the $1.25 Century. This is a $5. What is it? 64 ounces, and it has from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. to every 2 hours. It'll tell you to drink water. I got this. So anyhow, I got that out the way because that's what I'm doing, is drinking water. I don't do for myself. And when I do things for others, I don't talk about it. But I say to myself all the time, one, I'm an adult. Two, I'm not that little kid that didn't have a voice. But sometimes I feel like I don't have a voice still because even though I'm speaking, y'all, this is not no contradicting thing. If you can feel what I'm saying or understand, just comment down below. We're going to be positive up in here, though, okay? I think it's what I'm trying to say. The word no, I don't stick to that. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And I know why, but still, I need to stick to all the time because that's why I said the other day. Thank you for joining, Joey B. I like when you come on. I say this because sometimes in life, I feel like sometimes we don't have control of our life, of situation that we have to deal with. Like Scout Signer telling the truth. I have a grown daughter. I'm not putting her on blast, that I have to support. Have to. Okay, what does support means? Sharing some idea. Oh goodness. Share. I see a dog, y'all. Sharing some ideas with her that she needs to do for herself. She's also got some things going on up here. And no, my daughter is not like you. I don't know what word to put. She has a lot of issues that she's going through, and difficult ones. Let me just say it like that. It's not like she's not. doing, but I'm trying to help her um, move the direction that she needs to go. If it make any sense, and not stay stagnant. But it's really hard, okay, when once we don't live in the same state, okay? She's grown, she can do what she wants. Two, she's not where she was. And when she was at the place that she was at living, I had more insights because I'm not a control, not no control. That's not my segment. I don't want to control nobody. No, I had more knowledge of what she was doing, how she was doing, where she was at, the area. Okay, now I don't, and that bothers me. So that's one. Yes, it does. Have I spoke to her? Yes, but I don't know where she's at. The quiet as a cat, I think she's just out here in this world, just wondering. I'm just being honest. I do not know exactly where she is at. No, no, no. You could tell me you here in Florida and you might be in New Mexico. I'm just saying, that's the truth. I don't have no address. I don't have no phone number. And if I do hear, it's through other people or messenger. Okay? So me helping you out financially, because I'm one for like with my kids, that is, I don't want to see them hungry or sick. Okay. So if I don't have a lot of money to send you, but if I can send you $20 every once in a while or 25, no more than 30, because like I said, I don't know what you're doing with this and I don't know where you at. I ain't asking you to send me no photos that you done went to McDonald's, just saying, for instance. I don't want to know that. I just put in my mind to think, if you're asking me for this, that's what you need it for. I'm not saying this in a bad way. This is an example, in my opinion, towards what I do. So I'm like, my baby might be hungry. She might be sick. It's kind of hard to say because now this is contradicting too. Two of my kids, I don't worry about. One of them, kind of, the third one, I have four kids, by the way. My son's the oldest, and then I have three daughters, all of them in their 30s. Okay, all of them have children. My son has a daughter that lives here, not stay, live. My oldest daughter, she has a daughter and a husband. And my youngest daughter has two kids, a son and a daughter and a husband. And then the daughter I'm talking about, she has one kid and he lives with his father, which I could say some things about that because it's messy. Not on her end. No, no, no. But I'm going to leave it there because he is in a stable place. I said like that, with a roof over his head, food, going to school. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to bash no one. But how she got done or treated, mm-mm, mm-mm. And I'm saying all this to say, I'm that mom that do not get in my kids' business. I don't call them on the phone and gossip and say, "Girl, what you and your man doing, or what you and your husband doing, or what you and your boyfriend doing, or whatever." And y'all going to the show in their business like that. That's not me. Even if they might have a little spat, that's not my place still to get in it. Of course, don't nobody want nobody to mistreat the kid and hurt them and harm them and beat them and cuss at them and all that stuff. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about if you just have a little disagreement, y'all sit down, talk about it, work it out. Okay? I'm not in no one's business. No one's business. But I am, because if my granddaughter's here with me, this is not putting nobody on blast. This is an example, but it's also the truth. If she's here with me, I should be able to talk to my son and her mother, or even tell them what they should do, because she's my granddaughter. She's y'all's child. Good night. So I say that to say what makes me feel the way I feel like I'm living. No. And I can give good ideas. I can spit knowledge. And this is knowledge here. Somebody can tell me something that I need to do. And I also know what to do, but I also fall off of what I say I'm not going to do no more or whatever. And then I turn around and do it. But also, again, some things in life, like me having to raise my granddaughter, what am I supposed to do? Let her be in the, I'm just saying, I don't care. I ain't putting nobody's name on this. So if anybody's listening, which really I don't care, I want people to listen. Don't take it personal, because it is life, and I ain't putting nobody's name on it. And if I choose to do so, they still don't know that person. But anyhow, it's my son's child, okay? And I could talk about it because I'm involved with it. My thing is this: there is standards. There is things that should be in place or play, okay? Things should be going on. I don't have no problem with telling nobody that. I'll let you know what you need to do. But still, I'm not a controlling person. I can even give you ideas. I can even head you in that direction. But darn, can you listen and take heed to it? Y'all, I am 58 years old. I'm spilling my guts today. I don't care. Disappointed. Be honest, disappointed. I'm not angry. Disappointed. Big time. And it could kind of probably lead to that. But no, I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. I can sit up here, like I told my granddaughter yesterday. She's 11. She'll be 12. She's going to middle school. I said, your granddaddy is disappointed. She know who I was talking about, her grandpa, my kid's father. He's in heaven, okay? Or he might be sitting next to me. I say that because I felt goosebumps telling her this yesterday. And if she was here, she's not here. She with a friend outside playing. If she was here, she'd say, my grandma did. She'd talk. I ain't got a coach her or nothing. But the point of the matter is, I said, he's disappointed. I'm disappointed. I'm not angry. Because even like my daughter, I might be a little angry about what happened to her. So my back is up against the wall. Y'all, I say this. I got a yard sale going on. I just turned my camera around. Or a little sale, ain't no yard sale. It's a sale with sunglasses, shades, nice ones, a whole bunch of different colors, and plastic and the what you call it, plastic and the metal, or plastic metal, whatever. And then I got some stuff I'm selling. I say that to say because I'm trying to get a car, and when you constantly put yourself, yeah, I'm talking this out because I don't like to keep stuff in. I'm not angry. I don't want to be. I don't want to be sad and depressed either, because I know where that takes me. Emotionally eating and just feeling all kinds of sadness and crying. No, I don't want to do all that. I'm just speaking. I might seem like I'm a little aggressive with it because I'm not trying to be loud, but the wind's blowing and stuff, and I need to come down a little bit. But no, I'm not angry. I'm not. I don't have answers. Like I said, I'm not for everyone, but I'm for someone. I just don't have. See, even me. I need help, but not in the way people think. But then sometimes do I? Because why am I keep always backpedaling? So what? Not in a relationship because I ain't in one. Okay, with God, yes, yes. That's why I say I got things planned. I have some things planned, and I'm accomplishing the goals towards that though. I write down stuff, live by it, and when I write it down and I do it, I exit off. I literally, like, I went to my doctor's appointment. I achieved that because it's been a while. It's been 3 years, and I don't need new glasses. The frames, I could have kept these, but I got some new ones because the new lens. I had to get new lens because my vision changed. Like I tell everyone, I have thyroid, which is Graves' disease, and also I showed what she told me that I can use for my eyes because I have very, very dry eyes, and I showed that the other day on my live, and I was talking about it. And then I also started with this castor oil. This right here, I got this off of no, I'm not sponsoring. I'm just sharing. TikTok shop. Day 2 using it, because I'm putting it in my navel and around my stomach area. A lot of people talk about it. And then also, being that I have real dry skin, it says here that it's good for hair, skin, and nails. I have really dry skin because I have thyroids, and thyroids with disease, it causes my skin to really, 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 really get dry. My feet, not like that, but I can oil it down to the T. Matter of fact, yesterday I put this is for dry and damaged hair and skin. It's got coconut and argan oil, and this one has jasmine, black castor oil. So I took this one and this one, and I combined them together. But see, I don't want to do that each time because I want to make sure I see which one works best for me. See, I can veer off, and no, I'm not angry, hon. I'm disappointed, aggravated a little bit too, but not angry. No, I'm not angry. I leave that in God's hand. Before I get angry or rageful, I pray about it, and I will leave it alone too. So no, I'm not angry. I just need to prioritize things in my life. Okay, everything. So I'm writing down stuff, and like when I went to my doctor's appointment Thursday, I said eye exam. There, I showed I vlogged that too. I have a video or live where I showed where I was, and it was like a strip mall. I made a lot of stuff around and everything, so I ended up going to CVS. Okay, and I got some if anybody can read that, I got 2 photos taken for something I have up and coming plan. And so, oh yeah, I did that too. Like I said, and the dresses. I got dresses or have dresses. I got body oils and sprays and shoes and things that I am starting to get for myself. But I get it. I do it like piece by piece because no, by far, I need to think of me. I think of others too much. Too much. Hmm. Hmm. But I don't ask no one for nothing. And mm, no one really do or give either. So I mean, this is just what it is. I think it's a premenopausal thing. I'm in an era of my life where I'm so grateful. One, I'm thankful, and I'm blessed, and I know blessings is coming because, like I said, I went to that eye appointment. It's on video, and I sat there because my vision has changed because it had been 3 years. Typically, I go every 2 years, but like I said, I had to make time to do. When my back is itching, I had to make time to do for myself, and so I did my mammogram this year. I had my physical already this year. So those things, honey, I'm on it. I do my mammograms yearly. Okay, mammogram. I get the boobies checked, and there's a reason for that. I done shared that before. So I needed to get my eyes exam, and I really needed to go to that because I knew my vision changed. And I told the lady, she said, "You right." You was right. I said, "Yeah, I know, because honey, boom, I wear my glasses faithfully. I mean, literally faithfully. I do not go a day without wearing my glasses. And I know glasses is to correct your vision, right? And I don't miss wearing my glasses. But honey, it could be stress. We could say we don't stress. Our body knows other. It's just like magnets or electric sensors or whatever going off. Honey, we sit up and say, I ain't worried about nothing. And deep down in our heart, soul, and mind, we are. I'm worried about a little bit of stuff. That's what I'm talking about. It. I'm not angry. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed, a little aggravated, overwhelmed, and frustrated, but I'm not angry. I'm not. Mm-mm. I'm not. I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. So, oh, man, like, picture this. And this, I don't think, is all over the place. I'm just coming up with scenarios and suggestions and ideas and just thinking inside my thought. If you go every day being pretty much by yourself, and this is on, it could be a regular days, every day, pretty much, and you have people that act as if they have problems with you, why do you have a problem with me? For real. Why do you have, see, my skin is dry, y'all. Why do you have a problem with me? Anyone? Anyone? I done asked that question so many times to myself. What is wrong with people and me? I say, is it me? For real. Because if I'm not around no one, no one, and you haven't done anything to anyone, no, no, you gotta be lying. I wish, no, I ain't wishing that I was lying because I don't want to lie, and I ain't going to. Because it's family. That's why, one of the reasons. Hmm. One of the reasons. Hmm. See, I can go way back ever since I was a little kid, but I ain't trying to get into that. It ain't so much of the people that I don't know. I'm glad you asked that question. Why do I care? I guess that's how God made me. I care. But I don't, I see, this is the thing. I'm asking the question. So I guess I do care, but I don't care like I used to. Okay. I used to care. I used to cry. I used to talk about it. I used to want to ask questions. I would used to why? But still a little bit in my mind, I think I'm a more of a family person and I care about my family and people more than they do me. No, I know we ain't all the same. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And I do know that part. But it's just, I don't know. And put my glass on. I can't see that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you give me some. That's true. That's what I want to do. I do. I can't, and that's right. I'm not going nowhere against what you're saying because that's 100% right. And I'm about to, not to, I was going to say type it, but I'm about to screenshot, write that down so I can keep this in my thought too. You can't change them. Focus on things you can change. I have two phones, one there and one here. And honey, I just got finished putting that down. I mean, I listen to folks. I'm not a hard headed person. If you reaching out or crying out for help and you putting yourself out there, as long as it's positive things, I don't want to hear nobody saying nothing negative. I'm not a negative person, and I don't complain either. I keep a lot of stuff to myself. But I think what happened today is maybe it's the ozone. I don't know. I'm thinking. And maybe God want me to do this because I'm at a point in my life, like I said, I'm 58. I think I'm becoming more humble. I realize what you just said is true. You can't change nobody. The only person you can change is yourself. And leave to be changing yourself to uh, subtract yourself away from that type of stuff. But it still bothers me because I'm human. But not like it used to. Baby, let me tell you, no, it don't. And my baby girl can tell anybody this. If she was on here, she'd write down there and say, Mom's telling the truth. Because I don't care like I used to. It's a smidget. I used to let it bother me so bad. But there's a history behind it all of why I was like that. And you said you can't change them. No, that's true. But when you raise up as a kid up until your adulthood, that's why I had to get control of it because I didn't want it to um, defy a part of my life and make me be all. I have been sad, I have been depressed, I have talked to people, I had to sit on couches. I ain't crazy. They done told me I wasn't. I'm just a person that's going through life trying to realize how to deal with things. And the best thing you can do, like I just said, I don't be around nobody. So before I let someone really get in my bubble and to um hurt me like I've been in the past, family, relationships, any ships, okay? I would I just don't care to be around that. And I hate to say, I think people just don't like me. I think people are just jealous of me. And you know what? The guys, to be honest truth, I ain't never did nothing to nobody. Well, let me see here. If you call defending yourself and speaking up, does that count? No. Um, I did one thing at a young age, but nothing horrific, but still it was something I wasn't proud about. But I've been praying and asked God to forgive me that. It was a smidget of a thing. I felt bad. Okay. I'm an honest person. If I do something to you that might be this little, I don't have no problem with, I don't put my pride in the way to say if I did anything to hurt you or offend you, I apologize. I ain't nobody's punk. That's not a curse word. I'm not nobody's weakling. I'm not going to let nobody step on my toes, upset my apple cart, steal my joy, and be a narcissistic person, bipolar person to make me feel like, did I do something to you? And I know that in the pit of my soul, I didn't. I know I didn't. But you did something to me, does something to me, and I'm still, this is the old me. Yeah, that's true. That is so true. But what am I forgiving myself? Well, are you speaking in general? Because honestly, I haven't done that to nobody to forgive. I'm talking about how I get treated. They need to forgive themselves on how they treated me so I can move on too. Again, okay, let's put it out here in the atmosphere. God knows me. God hears this. Just have it go in different people's ears and directions, cities, states, and country. For whatever reason, I've done somebody to someone. Forgive me, but I haven't. Mm-mm. No, no, no. Mm-mm. No, no, no. I done had people that know my mom, my mom's mother, us as kids, me and my sister. This is the generation. My mom's mother was friends of their grandmother. My mom was friends of their mothers and aunties and sisters, and me and my sisters was friends of them and went to school. So I say that to say this is a girl on follow me on Facebook, and she was on my live, and my daughter was on there. My youngest daughter was on there. And she said this. She said, "You still the same way you was." You know, of course, I done grew up personality wise as you was when you was young. Again, this is not a family member, but hell, you might as well say because we all lived on the same street or a street over from one another. My mom used to do the hairs. My mom was an event planner. She used to do the hair. They had some beautiful hair. Like I said, my mom's mother was friends of their grandmother, raised up around them and everything. I got cousins and family members. Yeah, there's people out here that don't do people wrong. Does that make me perfect? Mm-mm. Because I don't. And this is not. This is me. I done drunk alcohol. I've done took a toke or two off of marijuana, but that's not me. And this is when I was like 17, 18. But anything past that, no. I used to smoke cigarettes. Used to. So does that make me still a bad person because I did that? No. Just like I said, anything you put in your body, food can be bad. Anything you put in your mouth can be bad. God, take the taste out of my mouth. God, I'm praying that I can remove anything that's hurtful to me. I could do that. I ain't trying to sit up here and prove no point, but I can because it's true. You see that back there? I'm at home. Anytime you see that, I'm at home. I'm in my living room, sitting in my living room. I don't just sit here, but when I come on my lives, this is where I choose to be. And then sometimes I'd be back there in my office, and then I'd be right over here doing my exercise. See me in the kitchen. So no, I'm not nobody's couch potato. I'm not nobody's just stay at home, don't get out. Lately, I have been because me and my baby girl been doing some things. I'm not gonna say what it is because it's her business more so than mine. But she lives in the same apartment complex, but up front I stay towards the back. And having her here and knowing the reason why she came back from where she was because she wasn't in the same state, I said that right there speaks volume. If I was a horrible person, such as a mom, even mothers, none of your kids want to be around you. Okay, the one I'm talking about that I was talking about earlier, you don't have to live in the same state as your family. You can choose to move across the seas if you want to. I love my kids. I'm close to my children. I'm not that mom that alienate my children. A couple of them is going through things in life. I've been through things. Some of it is growth, growing. Some people never mature. Some people never grow up. But I have this to say, and I said this to all my kids. None of them, repeat a million times, trillion times, can say I never been there for them. Mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, and parently. Okay? Being a parent, a mom. None of my kids can say that. And if they choose to, that's their problem. If they choose to lie, if they choose to not acknowledge that, that's their problem, not mine. Take it up with God and ask God why or pray on it. But for as me having to forgive myself, at one point in time I have. I had to forgive myself for what I allowed myself to go through, what I put myself through. Okay. And oftentimes people want to point the finger at that person that they with or caused it or whatever, but you stayed there in that with that person for that moment because why? You didn't love yourself enough to move on. To you was going through things in your life and you felt vulnerable. Three is with my kids. I say my kids because that's my family. Um, I say this. You said 5 years, 5 years from now, I want to be a homeowner so I can leave generational wealth behind for my kids, with my kids. And it's not about me purchasing and buying them. It's about me trying to establish something for even my grandchildren. That's a 5 year goal and plan of mine. Mine is also with my kids. We can start having like family outings and events and do things. This is where I think it happened. Honestly, no excuse. My kids need to forgive themselves, a couple of them. Two, pray and ask God to heal you from the hurt and pain of the loss of your dad. Okay, that's where one of the things started with a couple of my kids going down. Okay, they ain't got nothing to do with me. That's what I first noticed it. Again, when my kid's father passed away, I didn't get to grieve or mourn. I was very, very, very. I had the weight of 4 kids on my back without any support. Oh, one person, I got to come back from saying that. He and me eventually starting to pray more and walk in my truth. And like you said earlier, meditate, declutter. This happened in 2017. Okay, by the way, this is why I'm saying all this. I had so much going on in my life. A lot. Other people, though. But if they're in your life, it's your problem too, right? I had to get away from it. Literally took and threw my hands up and realized, like you said, forgive myself, move on, let go, not talk about it. And I'm not talking about, I'm just kind of putting some ideas out there. And I had to do this. And in order for me to do this, I did meditate. I started walking, exercising. I started turning my phones off at night. I didn't want to answer. I didn't want to hear no texts. I didn't want to hear no notifications. I didn't text a lot. I went outside. I would sit down. I would walk. I even started talking to 2 girls used to come by, and I have a video or picture of it when my kid's father passed away. They came and put different types of positive words and hearts and flowers on my daughter's door when my kid's father passed away because they knew. I forgot about them girls. They was from the church right here is from Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saint. Those two girls, missionaries. And we used to sit in the front of my daughter's house, but we eventually moved up because she had like a bench, two bench areas, and we used to talk and um, pray and all kinds of stuff together. So they were supportive. But I'm talking about, and sometimes that's all the support you need. They don't have to be family because, honey, let me tell you, I didn't have it at all. Okay. And I had actually three people. A guy that lived in LA, very supportive, and those two girls. Family, no. And that's where my kids, my daughter and son, and my other two daughters too, because of sadness. But for instance, like the things that I'm dealing with two of my children. Ooh. One is supposed to talk about it. Mm-hmm. Okay, for what? Blaming someone uh, for the way I got treated or the way they treated me. Oh yeah, I can blame somebody. But see, that's why I left it. Cause I mean it's in back of me, but I was just saying things of how I can share with people what I experienced and how I dealt with moving on from it. That's what I'm talking about because I did move on from it. And God did open doors for me, and I'm forever grateful for that. That's why I said, me per se, I'm not going through nothing with me physically. That's what I'm trying to say. I guess I don't know. That's why I say it's contradicting. I am healthy, but I allow. Maybe it is a problem with me. Other people's, I don't care if it's kids or not, their problems. And I guess I don't know if it's because this is what a mom does. But also, there's boundaries in life for things too. Because if you choose to go left and I want to go right and I'm not ready to go left, I'm allowing you to pull me left regardless because I'm not going straight anymore. You get what I'm saying? I know I know I'm saying. I know I'm not, nothing's wrong with me. And just because I'm being a good Samaritan, so to speak, or good person and helping and stuff like that. God said have common sense too. God said call no man fool. God said he knows what I've done, and I'm not putting people's names out there. You know I did this for you, and that. No, I'm not that messy person. No. Mm-mm. I'm on here today being transparent. I'm on here today. I always talk about different things and share different things. And I'm also sharing things that I experienced as well. We're supposed to open up and listen and try to find different suggestions and ideas of what to do. You gave me plenty. And one of them I need to stick with is yes. No, she's not here. She's at her cousin's. I thought you was with her. Oh, she's up front still. She's still at her cousin's house. Okay. So I guess I'm venting, babbling on, ranting or whatever. But no, angry, no. Disappointed, yes. And it could be just with myself. It don't even necessarily have to be that I'm disappointed with someone else. I'm disappointed in myself. One, finances. Two, I could have been had a vehicle. Yes, yes. I beat myself up with that. Maybe that's the problem. I'm blaming myself. You said the someone, maybe that someone's me. See, sometimes it don't have to physically be another person, but it's a combination of other people because I'm allowing myself to not get what I need because of other people, but I'm blaming myself for that because I shouldn't have to take all the time from me. Right. I shouldn't have to all the time take from me. There's just takers in this world. My hands ain't never been like this. Never. Because of a choice that I decided young in life. At the age of 14, I started a savings. Well, actually, our dad helped us start, but I add to it because I worked. Okay, we had a piggy bank. It was a Snoopy piggy bank, black and white, tall. And when we got it filled up to the top, there was 5 of us, 4 girls and my brother. He cut it. We took it to the bank, and they cut it apart and divided it equal between 5 of us. Okay, and my first job was I babysat, of course, but I'm talking about a job that where you can get a W-2. Was it daycare first? Me and my sister. Either daycare or we worked at this place called K&I. I'm from Kansas Neurological Institution, and it's for people that are disabled, handicapped, mental problems, so on and so forth. And I start putting my checks at the age of 14 in the bank. So I call that being responsible. And I always said this. My dad had a good job. My mom did too. But I always, sometimes in life, they have to deal with, food and with nobody on no welfare, no food stamps and stuff back there. Cause my dad worked for Santa Fe Railroad, and my mom, she was a party planner. She had daycare in her home, and I'm talking about no 1 or 2 kids. So I have a jewelry business, and also I'm an entrepreneur, but it's slow. But my solely income is, and then some other things I've been doing lately. I can't tell it, and it's not illegal, but that's why I said I've been helping my daughter. But anyhow, but my main source of income is I was a military wife, and I get benefits. I worked as a certified nurse assistant, um, and I injured myself from that job, and had to get workman's comp, and was never able to go back to that job because of the injuries that caused. I'm being honest. That job, and it was lifting a man that had a stroke that didn't have no mobility. And what made me be able to kind of sue a little bit is because they didn't have the I just started. I just got my license. I didn't know about all this fancy dancy stuff you can have. They should have had a lift hoist to lift him out of bed. His wife was there. She couldn't do nothing. She was a little bitty thing. This man was tall, and I had him, but all of a sudden he decided to kind of like do some kind of movement, and I didn't want him to fall. So I braced him some kind of way to where I could get him back in the wheelchair, something like that. And anyhow, in the midst of that, I hurt myself. And when I said I hurt myself, my back went pop. I literally. And so what I get is what you call it, military benefits for being an army wife. I'm getting no SSI, folks, and I'm not sitting up here. And if anybody get it, I'm talking about me. That's You deserve it if you're getting it, but no, I don't get that, and it's not no pennies either. I can take care of myself very well with the income. hmm And my kid's father was the love of my life. The only person I only felt genuine, real, true love from. And I said that on the camera. Ever. Mhm. And he's no longer here. But he is. I talk to him all the time. My granddaughter tell anybody, she see me, not like having a full blown conversation. I say, I know, because I go in the kitchen and I open up my cabinets. And he used to always tell me, he used to call me Lisa Ann. That's the name he gave me. That's not my name. And he used to say, cause my family called me Lisa. I done told everybody that that's not my real name. My middle name is Ann though. So he put it together, Lisa Ann. He's a Southern man. I don't care if he's Southern or not. That's the name he gave me. And he used to say, "You gonna close that cabinet?" He said, "Because you're gonna end up being on the floor." This is when I was 18 years old, 19 years old. I met him. He was in the army. I was a young military girlfriend, wife. I got married when I was 19 to him. I wouldn't trade that life for nothing in the world. I miss that life. And so I look up, sometimes if I kind of leave it open, I said, okay, okay, no, close that, close it, close the gate, stuff like that, you know. And I'm going to keep talking about him too. Okay, this is the first reason why I don't have a car. Helping people. Let me just say that. That's one. That's my fault. Two, I had a car and this lady gave it to me because I was a blessing to her. Mhm. I helped her one night because she was stranded. And she used to stay over in the apartment complex. This is my daughter, same as my daughter. And I used to go over there, help her. She was an older lady. It's something as simple as sitting outside with her. But I used to do that type of work with senior citizens. I worked in assisted living facilities. And I used to also take care of terminally ill patients. Well, I moved, and she used to ask this other lady to stay straight across from my daughter about me. And I hadn't seen her or heard from her in about 3 years. And she called me because she got my number. And she said, da 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 da, we talked or whatever. And she said, "Do you have a car?" Because my whole life, I'm not trying to get to the whole story, but this is kind of it. I started over, okay? And when I say started over, I let go of a lot of things that I had with past relationships, clean slate, okay? Because I chose to. I sold some stuff, gave some stuff away, and threw some things away. And I'm talking about I didn't want no same bed that I laid in and all this, that, and other. But anywho, so that's that. So she said, "Do you have a car?" And I said, "No." She said, "I can't drive no more." Okay. And she told me what and why. She said, "I want to give you my car." Now, mind you, she was 73 or 83, one of the two. And this is the thing I said. You need to let your children or whoever know what you're saying to me. Because if she got family, grandkids, and daughters and things like that, ain't nobody gonna see. This is me crossing my T's and dot my I's. She said that, and even though she said this, and that was a blessing, I didn't just react and say, "Okay, no, 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 no." Mm-mm. I said, "Call your daughter, your son, grandson, or somebody. Let them know." She told me she did this. Oh, so this is the gag. My sister and a friend of ours that I knew before my sister when I was 9, she was 16. But anyhow, she took me over to her house, and the lady that lived across the hall from my daughter knew her too. She was there. Mhm. And her grandson was there because I wanted some proof of what was going on and everything. So, anyhow, he knew about it. He was in the house. The other lady was in the house, and my sister and them was outside. But, anyhow, so he even took me and followed me to the AutoZone or auto parts store to make sure because the battery had died because it hadn't been started for a while. I'm getting to the point. And everybody saw her do the bill of sale, sign it over to me. I wanted that to be documented. I didn't want to just be me and her. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. So I got the car. I was so happy. She was the only owner to the car, and I was the second. So I decided this is when everybody got their stimulus checks. The first one, I think, to get an oil change. And I took it to this tire place that was across from Walmart. My sister followed me. We go inside Walmart. So they told us it's going to be about 20, 30 minutes. I get a phone call. I'm in the shoe department, me and my sister. And the guy said these words: "You want to hear the good news or the bad news?" And I said the bad news. Because I don't want to hear no good news, and then you turn around telling me something bad. Let me hear the bad news. He said, "You don't need an oil change." He said, "It's something else." He said, "And I can fix it or do some work or, run tests on it to let you know and how much it costs." I said, "Why would you?" Because he did something. I said, "Why would you look at something else other than the oil situation and you looking to mess with something else in my vehicle?" So, being that he shared with me, he can do this diagnostic testing or whatever. I ended up paying him for that. And the problem still was with the car. Okay. Whew. The lady that gave me the car, her son, and everybody verified. And I know nothing was wrong with that car. Nothing. The woman, she took good care of her car. She didn't really drive it that much. She was just, I know the areas where she was driving it at because everything was around. There was Targets and at the time Payless, Dick's Sporting Good, J.C. Penney's, and the mall up the way. She didn't really have to go too far to go to get her prescriptions because she got it at Walmart's, and all this stuff was close by my daughter's house, and Dollar Tree and Gold's Gym and Joanne and all this stuff. So it started having problems. I took it to about 3 or 4 places. It started having problems. And my dad told me, for what I could explain to him, because my dad went to auto mechanic school. He said, "Don't put no money in it." He said, "That car is too old." It was an older car. It was a Buick, but it was nice, clean, low miles. When I tell you low miles, low miles. She was the one, the reason why I didn't try to see about getting an oil change, she said this to me. She said, "Check the oil." Now, mind you, I didn't know she was taking her vehicle to Jiffy Lube because, if you go to Jiffy Lube, just letting y'all know, they put the sticker on your door so they can scan it and they'll top you off. You don't have to pay for it. I found out this after the fact. Car started leaking and smoking. I was putting water in it and stuff like that. And, I was going small places like from my house to my daughter, which didn't stay far. And from here to the store where I live wasn't far, like literally here. And she told me that she needed, no, she asked me, could I take her somewhere? And I took her to her eye appointment. The lady that sold me the car, I took her to her doctor's appointment, eye appointment. And being that she was like alone a lot, I took her to Culver's. If you don't know what that is, that's a restaurant. I took her to Sonic's and I took her to Quick Trips and stuff like that. And she really enjoyed it. But one day she asked me, could I take her to a doctor's appointment? I couldn't because I had an appointment. She told me, she said she wanted her car back. So I reached out to her daughter. I think she was starting to have like dementia or Alzheimer's, one of the two. And she said, "No, no, you keep the car." And she kept harassing me. I reached out to my oldest daughter and she said, "Mama," she was starting to kind of like be, I don't want to call no name because the woman did give me a car, but at the end of the day, she told me I was lying to her about the car not working. Yes, you tell the truth. Yes, I know this. And that's what my friend told me. He said, next time you could have had taken your son. And at that time, my son don't live in the same state as I, right? And at that time, a woman got to do what she got to do. But you tell them the truth. That's so true. And I went in there, I was so kind of like disappointed. I said, you just want my money because I just got my stimulus check. I remember saying that, and I did say that. I did say that. Because if I didn't need no oil change, why would you look at something else in my vehicle? And this is the gag. They said that I had stuff dripping. My sister was following me. She said it wasn't nothing dripping. So on the way going back home, I told her to still follow me. At the time, I don't know what they did, but it wasn't nothing dripping. Then eventually stuff started. It wasn't coming from the oil. So what I did, I put an ad on Marketplace on Facebook, told the whole truth and nothing but the truth about the vehicle. Didn't know what was wrong with it. Two guys came out, they left, and then a man and his wife drove maybe 2 hours. I told them the whole story. I don't know what's wrong with this vehicle. I told them everything. I even showed them the receipts of where I took it or took it to 3 places, and they told me each place told me something different. I even had my son take me over to his friend's house that was a Mack truck mechanic. And I believe he honestly was the only one that told me the truth. So here I am in the back of my mind. Oh no, I ain't going to no Walmart because I know about Walmart. I took it across the street. The place I took it to, the first place, no, not Walmart. It was I think it was called Big Tire O or Big O. It's closed down now. I told my daughter, I said, see that? Boarded up. Yes, boarded up. And so, Jiffy Lube, they couldn't do nothing because they told me, so they didn't mess with it. I saw that they didn't do nothing. I showed them the paper. And when I showed them the paper, what they said that was wrong, only thing I went to Jiffy Lube for was the oil change. I was in the vehicle. I saw what they was doing. I didn't go in the inside. It was just a top off because they said that I didn't need no brake, not brake, oil filters or anything like that. Just some more oil. This it wasn't dirty or nothing. And then they put the sticker on your window, windshield, or any side of your door saying the next one after the mileage or the expiration. And so I ended up selling the vehicle, and the man, I let him test drive it by himself because his wife was with me talking. They had the vehicle, but see, little did they know I had one of those State Farm beakers trackers. I knew where he was at, and he only took it in the back of my house because he probably raised the hood up, looked at it or whatever. He wasn't gone no significant amount of time. He came back. He said, "Ma'am, I'm gonna get this. Don't you know I didn't know where the light was to check the mileage? I thought it was X amount of mileage, thinking it was more." He said, "This is what it is." The miles on that car, like I said, was so low. The woman didn't drive it nowhere. She didn't drive it nowhere. Home, store, home, doctor's appointment, home, pharmacy, home, home, home. She didn't go too many places. It's just that it had been sitting up. She said about 6, 7 months, just needed a jump. She was she had something happen to her and she was not able to stay home. She was like at an assisted living facility rehab place. And she thought about what I did for her on a cold winter night. She did. And I said, you know what? That was truly a blessing. And I went the right way of doing it. The car got tagged up and stuff. So to answer everybody's question, that's why I don't have a car. And then after that, having it. Yes. Like I said, I was telling somebody, I don't know if it was my daughter the other day. I said, you know what? I could have had a car. been had one. So what does that mean? That's what I'm working towards now. And I'm going to tell you this. I don't want no one asking me for nothing. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I got my stuff outside. I'm going to show y'all. You see that right there? I don't know if you can see it, but it's a box and some sunglasses. And over here, I have trays and stuff. I got my stuff outside where I live at. And that's the church in the back. And I'm trying to sell some things. And every dime I get, I don't care if it's $2, it's going away. It's going to get put up. I have a lot of stuff I want to sell in my home because I want to move. But I don't want to move to another state without a vehicle. Thank you so much, Erica and Josie. I don't know why I said Josie. I don't know why I said Joey. Sorry about that. And yeah, I want my energy and I want the space of where I live to be clear. I know it is. So sometimes you got to get out of your own way. I'm one for admitting me allowing things to happen. I put it on myself. I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. I am disappointed in myself because when you done been, this is gonna make sense to me. It does. When you done been through a lot that you done been through or went through and gone through, and you took yourself out of it, not overnight. It was a process, and you done came a mighty long ways. I'm talking about debt, financial, relationships, losses, helping. And you did it by yourself in the grace with God. Yes, I put him in there because I tell everybody, I tell my kids all the time, I didn't do it alone. And I know I didn't. I got out of my way at that point in time in my life because I was tired of crying. And see, me sitting up here today, the old me, I would be bawling my butt off. I would have. Tired of crying. I done got tired of crying. I'm tired of saying, I'm tired of tired. I'm tired of being tired. And so 2017, I took back my power and I released a situation and a person that was in my life that wasn't supposed to be and shouldn't have been. Okay. But when you try to be, here we go again, loyal and true. Why are you loyal and true to someone that you know damn sure ain't loyal and true to you? Come on, girl. This is what I told myself. No one knew what I was doing. No one but God up above and me. No one knew my plans. And my plan was to get myself out of debt. I didn't tell nobody to help me. But I could say, in the sense, I had help with my daughter because I live with her. But at the same token, it was like a favor because that's what happened before. They lived with me. But I'm not going to live with you knowing that I can pay or take my money and do something positive with get myself out of debt and coming through the door with bags every day. I'm not that person. I ain't going on no shopping spree. I ain't going out to eat or nothing. Every dime I had was going on what I owed towards my debt. And I was over, oh my goodness, probably $8,000 to $9,000 in other things. Got paid that off about 3,000, and then I still maybe had 3,000 left from me paying it off prior. And what helped me was the income I got from the military. Didn't nobody know my blessings. Well, my baby girl probably did at the time because she was the one that told me about doing it because someone told her that I should. That was in the army. Okay. But like right down to the T of what I was doing, did nobody know. Mm-mm. And I didn't have a car. And I was living with my daughters because my oldest daughter ended up moving back from Florida. So she was staying with my daughter at the time, temporarily. No one knew. I ain't asked for nobody for no ride, and if I had, they would have handed me the keys. They wouldn't have took me. I had that option. I didn't need that. I wanted to just, walk with it, clear my head, get out of my own way, meditate. Took a lot of time for myself. I started exercising and eating healthy and not asking God. I'm not asking God for nothing. I don't ask him for nothing. He already knew. And I was praying more and reading and just staying in my positive way. Layers was getting peeled off of me. True story. 2017, okay? I owed it $300 and I was able to get a credit card. $300 of owing my last $300 paying my rent that I owed pass. I maxed that credit card out so I could pay that $300 to move in my place. And I did this, I think it was April or March. I moved in my place May the 3rd of 2018. Remember I said 2017? I was about 3,000 plus that I owed. That's how focused I was. I didn't ask nobody for nothing, no help, no money. I maxed out that credit card, but it got paid off. And when I got this place that I'm in now since 2018, going on 6 years, May, coming up 6 years. Didn't nobody still know I had it. And I told my daughter, or I asked my daughter, I should say, asked my daughter, could she take me to look at a place? They didn't know I had the place. I was just looking at it because you know how you go and inquire about places, and then they say you could come by. We have a one bed. Did nobody know I had a place until it was time for me to move. And I did all of this from, I want to say, I started it, like I said, but then a whole stretch went by where I wasn't able to pay. I think November 2017, so it was December, January, February, March, April. 5 months paid off that 3,000 plus. And I said this, my kid's father ain't here, but he's always taking care of me. That's the way I want to put it. And he still is. He knew I was a good person. I am a good person. He knew that he didn't want to see me suffering and in pain and going through what I was going through. And he made it happen for me. Now, that's what I said. I didn't do it by myself. He had something to do with it. I said to God to call him home to help me out in my situation that I was going through. And I went through a lot. I've been married twice, okay? Serious of it, probably beforehand, but I'm gonna say 2005 until 2017 was hell, okay? Truthfully. And I took accountability for most of it, not all of it. And that's why I said I had to get out of my own way. That's why I had to do for myself, stop blaming, and I'm still working on that. But I'm going to tell you something, then I'm going to get off here. It was meant for me to say this. I think I needed to hear myself. Sometimes you can talk and talk too much, but also I'm the type of person, I like to learn from my mistakes, but I think I needed to really, really speak these words so I can make it happen. That's my truth. No one has to believe it. I said to my daughter one day, she was staying here before she moved to a different state for about a week. Was it a week? Yeah, probably a week, 5 days a week. And we was in the room. I had a sofa couch in there at the time. I don't have it no more. My son took it outside because it was taking up too much space, and my granddaughter needed the space. I said, "You hear how quiet it is? You hear? You?" I said, She pretty much like me too. I said, "We don't mess with nobody. Don't do nothing to nobody." And this is when I was. Thank you so much. And blessings to you. I truly mean that. And the advice that you gave and everything you said, I didn't take none to offense. I agree with you. hmm I agree with you. And I have to take that and put it into action too. I'm sitting up here, somewhat like a person crying out. I ain't crying, but hey, somebody tell me something. That type of thing. I'm about to get off here too because I'm looking at my house. There's a lot of things I need to do, but I ain't worried about it. Mm-mm. That's another thing. I don't overwhelm myself with that no more. It's going to work itself out. So on that note, everyone, I appreciate you joining my live. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. Everything. This is not what you call a Debbie Downer section. It's session. It's a discussion, chat. Let's talk about it. You can ask questions. We can talk about positive things. It's not nothing like, oh, she's depressing. No, ask me a question, what you want to know in a positive way. I could share some things with you. I'm not for everyone, but I'm for someone. And so, on that note, on this sweet Saturday, continue to have an amazing day. I am. I'm gonna make the most of it. I pray I make some money. I hope you make some too. And we got to continue to do what we need to do for ourselves. And I do mean that. So have a good one. Ohana's. We are family. You know why? Because I said so. Have a good one.